Here I am in my studio, which is the back side of the bedroom, with my wife's bows hanging from curtain and all sorts of other junk. Anyway, I've been watching a lot of videos lately about old drones, like are they good in 2026? I already made a video about the Mavic 2 because it's one of the 3 big drones I have. And I can't believe how many people watch that video. I'm a small channel, I'm not monetized, I'm nobody. I'm here in the Philippines from the US, and somebody, like thousands of people watch that video. I still cannot believe it. So that's really cool. But it tells me that people are interested in these old drones, and as a drone aficionado, pretty big word, uh, it's cool to see that. So anyway, I thought I'd make a video about the Mavic Pro Platinum, one of the 3 that I have. This is an evolution of the original Mavic Pro, which came out in 2016. This came out in 2017. Basically, this is the Mavic Pro with motors that are a little more quiet, propellers that are a little more quiet, and a bigger battery. Not a huge change, but definitely a stepping stone to the Mavic 2 Pro, which is what I did the video on before. Great drone. This is DJI's first foldable drone, like of this size. They also had the DJI Spark. At the time, they were doing stuff. You know, they had the Phantom. They had I think the Inspire, and you know, a couple other big drones. This is the first one that folded up. So anyway, 4K 30 video. You know, this is not like the Mavic 2 with the Hasselblad sensor on it, but it takes great video, takes great photos. So the video today, I flew it a little bit, show it. I already filmed the video, so I'm doing this intro, and I've already done everything else. So I can actually put some stats in here because I get a lot of stuff wrong. So if you're watching this now, you hear the it's what I'm saying now is correct. I think when I send the video, maybe I got it wrong about the introduction date. Anyway, great drone. I think we paid $125 or $130 for this. I bought it here in the Philippines. I forgot what the exchange rate was at the time, but paid next to nothing for it. Came with remotes, some batteries, great deal, and for the price, I really don't think you get anything better. I mean, it's such a good drone for the money. So that is the purpose of the video today, to talk about that and tell you, you know, what I think of it, which I think a lot of it because I still have it. That's the controller that goes with it. One of the only things I don't really like is having to use this with your cell phone, but even doing that still works pretty well. Can't complain too much. So yeah, here's the video. Enjoy it. Well, I've had a lot of views of my impromptu and less than amateur video on the Mavic 2 Pro. So I'm going to go out and fly my Pro Platinum today, which is the original Mavic. This is DJI's first foldable. Well, I think actually second. I think the Spark came out before this, but I'm sure someone can correct me on that. But anyway, this is the Pro Platinum. This is the second version of the Mavic Pro, the original. This one has a different color. It's platinum. That's a big deal, apparently. It was quieter, I believe. That was the marketing thing for DJI, and it came with a bigger battery. And I have an original battery that's been resold, so that works well. And I also have a Chinesian battery that I got on Shopee, I think. But whatever, it works, so no complaints there. And of course, it has the original controller. But yeah, I thought I'd take this out for a quick flight and just kind of make a couple points about it. I've done a lot of hours with this. I want to say I've flown this one 40 hours maybe. You know, for one drone, that's pretty good. So anyway, this is a little look on the Pro Platinum and how it does. Yeah, the controller, I put some extended antennas on here. I've also done a drone hack. So this was originally CE rated for the antenna for, I guess, CE and FCC, and the drone hacks has allowed this to be FCC, so I've got longer range. And again, I don't fly out of visual line of sight, but it helps because you know, I've got metal all around me, buildings, uh, dogs, all sorts of stuff that interferes. So between these and the FCC, the stronger the boost signal, this flies. Oh, it doesn't fly better, but I get image transmission for longer. It looks better, and I don't have to worry about losing, you know, losing contact with it. So yeah, I'm gonna go fly this real quick. And as you can see, like I did with the Mavic 2, checking out, making sure I've got GPS, which I don't yet. But this uses the old Go 4 app, not DJI Fly. Oh, there we go, got GPS now. This will get more satellite coverage than my Mavic 2. I'm not sure why. With my Neo 2, I usually get upper 30s. The Air 3S, I get low 30s. This I can get like high 20s, mid 20s. The Mavic 2, like low to mid 20s. Regardless, this doesn't go quite as far, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, let's just give this thing a spin here. One of the things I like about this is it has this auto takeoff. I won't be able to do a screen recording with this, unfortunately, because it still has the original controller. I don't have one that's, you know, does all that nice stuff, but we'll see. I'll do what I can with it. So yes, I do have this set up on like a tripod kind of thing. It's I don't really have any other way to show, but I do want to make a point here that this is the older tech. This is the original Mavic. You know, the camera is 4K 30, which is great, but it doesn't have a big sensor like the Mavic 2 or the Air 3. So the light, it's not great, as you can tell. Doesn't pick up light so well, but it does okay. And as you know, we approach rainy season here in the Philippines. We have more rain coming in, more storms. One of the reasons I come out here and do this the time of the day that I do is because I don't have time during the day when it's so hot. So I come out here at night or close to nighttime and it's cooler, feels better. But right now it's kind of, it's still like 90 out here. And what is it? I don't know, almost 6 o'clock. So yeah, it's pretty much the best I can do with this one. But I don't know how well this is going to show up. It's going to look like crap, but hey, like I said, I'm not a pro at this in terms of YouTube. I'm not pro at videography, any of that stuff. So leave me alone. Yeah, let me see if I can get a better view on it. You can see I was saying earlier, I've got 26 satellites right now connected to this. So again, I don't really know how that works. Why this being older has a better connection than the Mavic 2 does. I have them both through drone hacks set up through FCC, well, you know, with FCC signals. So it is what it is. Even when I use the original controller on the Mavic 2, I still the same thing, like low 20s. This one always gives me, you know, mid to high 20s, and it looks like today's no different. Probably not gonna be able to have this out very long because the wind's already starting to pick up, the sky's getting dark, and sounds like maybe raindrops hitting the carport out here. It's also kind of weird, you know, flying this through while looking at a camera that's on a tripod. Like I said, guys, never claimed to be anything but less than amateur. tell you what I will do actually, just to make things easier. Let's do the return to home. I'm actually going to record that because this one, when did this came out in 2018, I think. Maybe 19, because this is the Pro Platinum. For this thing to be 8 years old, maybe it's 2016. I have to look and see. I don't want to get in here and say something that's completely wrong. The return to home on this thing is remarkably good. I'm shocked at how good it is. It's not really any worse than the Mavic 2, which is just head and shoulders above this drone in terms of technology, nice to have features. It's so much better than this Pro Platinum. And yet the return to home on this is really good. Like when it lands here, it's going to want to land pretty much where it took off. It's within a foot or two, which is shocking. And here I am in 2026 making a video about something that there's probably 100 videos about this on YouTube, and all of them are 7, 8, 9 years old. I'm just doing this from the perspective of someone running these in 2026, and that they're still viable. And it is. This Mavic Pro is still very viable. Here we go. Let's take a look here at where this guy is over my house. Let's look. Where are we? Coming down right there. Don't know how well it shows up. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. I mean, I can see it. I don't know if you'll see it with the camera here, but for me, this is more about showing you guys how close this thing will get to the actual return to point. Turn it home. Yeah, see, making a self-adjustment. Dogs don't like it too much. So yeah, check that out. Look at how close this is. I don't know why I did that. Hasn't done that before. Let's get it to land though. Go over just a little bit. It's got GPS, which is crazy to me that it's doing this. I am bragging about how good it is landing. And there we go. Not too bad. Oh yeah, look, no socks today. I got my sandals on, but no socks. I'm not completely lame. Yeah, not too bad for a drone this age. Again, I stand by what I say. These drones are still in 2026 fine value. And this is even cheaper than the Mavic 2. This, God, what did we buy for? I forgot what I paid for this. Less than $200. And it came with several batteries, like a Fly More combo. Less than $200. This thing is absolutely mint. It's got some hours on it from the previous owner, but they took care of it. And for the price, I would recommend one of these over even like a, I don't know, like a Flip or anything like that. But this is really, really good value for the money. I want to take this thing up one more time myself, because I landed it kind of early just for the for this video I'm making. But the only thing I don't like about this is that I have to use a phone with a remote. I'm not really a fan of that. I mean, it's got its advantages, I guess. It's brighter, smaller in the hand, but outside of that, I can't really think of any reason to use it over, say, the RC2. I can't use the RC2 with this. I can't use the smart controller that I use with my Mavic 2. If I could, I would. And this isn't so bad, but yeah, at the end of the day, I would much rather have an integrated controller than use my phone. So like right now, I've got to darken, oh excuse me, I've got to brighten my phone so I can see it because it's getting dark outside. What is it right now? 6:01 exactly. There's Mount Riot, one of my favorite subjects. I have flown over there several times, gotten a lot of footage of Mount Riot. I love it. I don't know how many Americans know what a riot is, but it's cool that I can stand right here in my backyard and I can actually see it. It's really cool. It's been subject for a lot of pictures I've taken, a lot of video footage, and I can see it here. I love it. Wish I could fly to it today, but I cannot. So let's do this again. Let me see. Let me do the return to home again. And I'm gonna have to too, because the remote, the controller's down to 18%, which isn't necessarily a good thing. Yeah, I got 18% battery in that remote. The battery is at 55, so I'll bring it back. Return to home at 300 meters away. Like I said, I always keep it in visual line of sight. High wind velocity, and there's another reason to bring it back, because the storm's coming in. And you can see it from here. It's getting really dark. A little lightning off in the distance there. Pretty cool shot though. You can see where the sun is there, setting. If I had the Air 3S out here, if I had the Mavic 2, I could do a hyperlapse. I've done that so many times, it kind of gets old, but for me, it's always cool. I like getting something new. So let's put this down for a moment, and let's see how this does, if it will act the fool again. You can see the moon. Well, I can see the moon. I don't think the phone can. And for the record too, what I use for pretty much all these videos I shoot, I use a Pixel 10 Pro, my phone. I have a Pixel 8 Pro, and I have a, the brand is called Techno. Can't get them in the US, but they're all over the Philippines. I have a Techno Pova Ultra 5G, Pova 7 Ultra 5G. Great phone for the money. About less than $300. Great phone, great phone. But for pretty much all this, I use the Pixel 10. Let's see if it's gonna pull this crap again. Hopefully not. Not right on, but close enough. Oh, there we go. Did as it's supposed to. Nice. All right. 15% battery left on the remote. Let's get this thing and bring it in. See, there's the blue. And there's the low battery. Of course. Oh, and yes, this has orange propellers. All three of my large drones do. One more thing that's annoying about these remotes. So yeah, that's the Platinum Pro, the Mavic Pro, whatever, but this is the platinum version of it. The only difference really is the battery, and the propellers are supposed to be a little more quiet. I think that they were actually. I have the originals. I like the orange. Not because of the landing pad, but just because I have all three of my big drones are the same color. As you can see, the original Mavic batteries do fit on this just fine. Master air screw, that's the propellers I have here. But really, I mean, this is such a good drone for the money. I would recommend the Mavic 2 over this, but if you saw one of these for, under 200 bucks, it's really, really a good deal, I think. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this doesn't have all the stuff in the Mavic 2, not the Air 3S, not even the Neo 2. But honestly, if I'm going to go out, when my wife and I leave the house, I always take a drone with me in case I'm in the Philippines, there's always like a brush fire or something. So when I carry these out, this is usually the first one I grab because it's easy to grab in that little tiny pouch I have it. And it does everything in 4K. And the Neo 2 is probably the better choice because it shoots 4K 60, but the problem with that one is the battery lasts 10 minutes, usually 8. I've got an extended battery for that one. It lasts double that time, but I only have one. This one I have 4 batteries, and these batteries tend to last me between 20, 25 minutes. So I've got way more time with this. And although the Neo 2 I can get out, just kind of throw it up in the air, it's good, but this one I can actually, it doesn't take me much longer to get this up in the air. This one also hand launches really easily because I can do a auto takeoff. So I like that. I think I can with the Neo 2 as well, but again, just for me, the size of, this is easier to carry, the bag is smaller, and yeah, setup time isn't very much. Again, another advantage to one of these. If you're like just starting off and you get one of these really cheap, seriously, I think this is a great, great drone to begin with. It really is like a starter drone. So last couple of thoughts on the Mavic Pro before I put this video together. I compared a lot to the Neo 2 because price mainly. They're very different drones. I mean, if you're looking to buy a brand new drone and you're entry level, Neo 2, there's not a better drone for the money. But if you're tight on money and you're okay getting something that's a little bit older, I don't think this is a better drone for the money than the Mavic Pro. The Mavic Pro Platinum, like what I have, is even better if you can find it because of the battery life. But really, it's hard to, it depends on your needs. Both these drones do about the same thing. The Neo 2 has a better camera. It does 4K 60, it does 4K 120, so you can do slow-mo. And the Mavic Pro doesn't do that. It's older. It's got an older, I want to say that it takes 12 megapixel photos. It's not modern. But man, for the money, like I said, I paid, I think $130 for mine. So you can't beat that. You just can't beat it. It has it has several intelligent modes like active track. It follows you. It does several things that are really cool. But at the end of the day, is it still good in 2026? I've answered this, I think, 4 or 5 times in the video, but I'll say it again, yes. Still very, very good. It's something you can learn how to fly on. You can still get parts for it. You can still get it repaired. You can still do great videos, great pictures. You can do virtually anything on this that you would do with a modern drone. So yeah, I guess that my final thought is, yeah, it's a great drone in 2026. If you get a chance to get one, don't pass it up. Thanks, smooches.